Click the bell icon to get latest videos from Ekeeda.
Hello friends. Last video you must have seen that we are talking about customer retention and what are the benefits of customer retention. Now this is something very important, that along with that we also need to know how to improve our customer retention. We can't just keep understanding what the retention is and we know the benefits now. But how do we work on it? How do we improve our customer retention every day? So every organization, owners, small business owners or startups, this is very important, friends, for you to understand that whatever customers you've gained, how do you improve your retention rate with those customers? So I have tried to put together some very successful customer retention strategies and techniques and outline them here for you for your convenience, as per your convenience. Friends, wherever I do my trainings and wherever I focus on customer service, because I'm from a customer service industry, I see to it that I give these strategies utmost important, and these are the things that I train in my training so that people can start following these strategies, and believe me, these are really very successful strategies. First and foremost, set customer expectation. We must know what the customer is expecting from us. So set customers' expectation early and a little lower than you can provide to eliminate uncertainty about the level of their customer service and ensure you always deliver what you have promised. Do not really promise customer very high of something that you cannot reach to that level. Always promise customer something really low which you feel at that particular point of time customer would feel happy about it. And then when you give the customer more than what you have promised, the customer is not only happy, is delighted. So there is a wow factor to your customer service. And that's also one aspect and parameter of customer service skills, which is called customer delight, which we are also going to do in the later videos. But as of now, we need to understand that we do not have to promise customers very high of something obviously that we cannot achieve. Customers will definitely be happy by you delivering certain things to them that you have promised, and they'll be really happy with that. But for that, we also need to know what and how much can we promise them. So always set a customer expectations. Before even the customer starts expecting anything from you, you can set an expectation of the customer that yes, ma'am, you will get a call at so and so time by so and so person and will confirm your appointment. Rather than the customer saying, okay, so when do I get a call? So have your set expectations, let the customer know what he can expect from you, and then yes, do as promised. Become the customer's trusted advisor. You know what the customer really looks for? He looks for a person, a guide, an advisor who can take him around of what he does at his best. So if a customer has come to your organization, you know your organization very well, not the customer. So it's very difficult from the customer to ask what that customer really wants, or maybe at times he's also confused what he really wants from you and your organization and your brand. At this particular point of time, being the most effective advisor with a lot of efficiency is something that customer always looks for. Whenever you go to any customer service industry, there's always a may I help you desk. That desk is the help desk which helps people to monitor of what their needs are and what they exactly want. So here, what I'm trying to help you or tell you is, why don't you become a desk for them which works like a help desk, which helps them to understand that they can trust you and you can definitely be an amazing advisor to them. You need to be an expert in your particular field so that you can gain customers' trust and build customer loyalty. Now, anyone who is sitting there to give an advice needs to know their product, the brand, the organization amazingly well. Half information is dangerous. So you need to understand that you have to know the entire know-how of your product and the complete knowledge, because then only is something that you can deliver upfront to the customer. So, which in indirectly helps the continuation of video, which indirectly helps the customer gain the kind of trust that you look for, and also that customer becomes a loyal customer, and now he's also a satisfied customer. Use the relationships to build trust. So now once your trust is set, so when the customer knows that okay, he can trust you, you are the most elite advisor that he's ever met in the organization, and now he trusts you. So now what? Build relationships with customer in a way that fosters trust. We are not only here to give or convey messages, we are also here to do customer service, which cannot happen without a relationship building. So we need to build a relationship with the customer, a relationship of trust. Do this through shared values and fostering customers' relationships. We have to understand that whatever information we are sharing, we are not only sharing the information, we are sharing a real big broad bag of trust. So a customer doesn't buy or purchase your product, he buys the trust that you have just sold to the customer, right? So once all this is in place, this will really help you to improve your customer retention. So these are some amazing strategies that I thought that I should share with you, so that next time whenever you're there with the customer on the desk, you know what exactly to do. Take a step ahead, and we'll take a step ahead and know what other strategies do we have in the line. Take a proactive approach to customer service. Now, many people who are sitting at the customer service desks are there because they have 20 to 30,000 rupees per month. That's basically the bracket of customer service executives. But are we really there only to take the salary? If yes, then we are in the wrong pool. And we need to understand that we are not suitable for customer service industry. That you may also get sitting at back office somewhere. Why at the front? People who are sitting at the front for customer service, they do not really care of the salary that comes in their hand at the end of the month. What they care is an approach to the customer service, and people who really care and go out with that approach, those are the real people who deserve to be in the customer service industry. Implement anticipatory services so that you can eliminate problems before they occur. A lot of times before a problem occurs, once you are into it, so suppose if you are completely into customer satisfaction and customer service, before a problem occurs, through the environment or through the body language of the customer, you immediately come to know that there's something now that's going to happen. That customer started getting angry. Maybe he's waiting for a very long time for an appointment or something like that. But you immediately come to know that there is something happening which is going to go absolutely wrong. A person with that approach will definitely understand it at the very first moment. But people who are not sitting with that approach for customer service will not understand until something like this occurs. So as we say, prevention is better than cure is exactly what we are supposed to do here. We have to resolve the issue before it getting into an issue. This is one of the most best strategy of not getting into customer dissatisfaction. And then only you can retain a customer, because the customer definitely understands that you understand him very well. Use social media to build relationship. Now, this is also one of the most ongoing strategies right now, because we are all into social media. So, by the help of social media only, we can build amazing customer relationships. How? I'll tell you. We can use LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook to connect and communicate with our customers and give them space for sharing their experiences and feedbacks for your company or for our brand, so that they can become our brand ambassadors. Friends, anyone who talks about a brand largely, widely, are the brand ambassadors of a company. Our customers are the main brand ambassadors of the company. So give them that space where they can give you feedback, where they can give you valuable inputs of the brand. And why to you? To the entire community, to the entire world, society. And they can only do this by social media. Because today, all of us are communicated and connected through these kind of social medias, especially sites like LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. Now, these are something where we have real openness to speech. And here, imagine when a customer goes and talks amazingly good about you, and that customer has huge list of followers and huge list of his own profile channel connections. So he's not communicating only to you, he's communicating to so many people around. And that's one kind of marketing also. And that's why we call them brand ambassadors, because huge level of mass media marketing for you. At the same time, you create a niche for yourself for them to realize that yes, they can talk about your brand, they can talk about your product. There is a wide space of them to talk over it. We can actually have an approach where we only tell them that why don't you go to our social media sites and leave us a review there. So this is also one part of, or one strategy of doing customer retention. Now, for doing so much, we still have to go an extra mile ahead. So how do we go an extra mile ahead? Going above and beyond will build real strong relationships with customers and build long-term loyalty by paying attention to their needs and issues. Two things a customer always has: needs and issues. Needs are something which can be satisfied easily because they ask and we understand and we deliver. Issues is rectification. Now, while we rectify certain issues, there are a lot of times where they're not rectified and handled correctly. Here, there are chances of losing your loyal customers. But if we go an extra mile ahead and we understand beyond and above what your customers want, there is a large scope to improve on our customer issue rates. So we can actually handle the customer's needs and issues in a real good way to go a little extra mile ahead for your customer retention. The next step would be make it personal. Now all this while we are dealing with customers as if they're not our personal people. But yes, friends, they are, because let me prove it to you. I'm sure we go to work for around 9 hours. That's like the basic work requirement timings, that especially in India. We work for 9 hours. Say if your work starts at 10, it ends at 7. So we work 9 hours. Many a times when our customers are still walking in, we also work for 10 hours. And then we go home. So imagine a heavy amount or a major amount of a time in the day, which is like big 10 hours, go in our workplace. That's what we spend in our office. While we come home, what do? We simply eat food and we go to bed. So practically, we are at home in our senses not more than 3 hours. Because if we come home by say 8 o'clock, we eat food in by 10, and by 10 if we go to bed. So actually 8 to 10 to 11 maximum is the time where we are in our senses at our home. 11 we sleep, get up in the morning at say 7, and again those 3 hours. So practically at home we are only for 5 to 6 hours present consciously. And consciously we are present in our office for at a stretch of 9 to 10 hours. So I would say this life is more personal than our life at home, because at home personally you are there only for a very, very short period of time. So major chunk of time goes in the office. That's why now it's the time to understand, since personally you are present at your professional place at such a long time, why not make it personal? How to do that? I would just tell you to help you how to get into personally with your customers. Personalized service improves customer experience, that's for sure, and is sometimes customers are expecting and demanding. Many a times, whenever a customer comes to an organization, he wants to feel like it's his own house. He wants to feel cozy, he wants to feel relaxed. How can we do that, and how can we help him to make him feel that it is his second home? Make their experience personal to strengthen the bond on your brand. So many a times, whenever we go to a customer, do not go to a customer like a customer service executive. Go to a customer by treating him like you are one. And I can be your friend. Tell me what your issues are. I will resolve it for you. Just a feeling of that personal and one less will definitely help your brand to grow very high, and also help you as an individual to grow very high in your own customer service skills and any other skills, especially people skills and interpersonal skills. That's something that will be polished amazingly. And wherever you go, you would really survive very well. Many companies, rather than trying to manage customer retention with a mismatch of customer retention strategies, they also follow a customer retention software system. And these are specially targeted for customer retention to plan and improve the customer retention. Many a times you will see a lot of softwares that a company use especially for customer retention, because many a times not all the executives, or if the company is huge and if they have like 100 executives, not all have the same approach. So in that way, machines would work better, is what the ideology is. And that's why the people or organizations introduce a customer retention software which is in place for people to help the customers, whether they have an approach or not, but at least the customer are satisfied because there is some retention strategy followed by a software. Some companies offer customer service management solutions that enhances customer retention rates. Many companies also have a lot of strategies on software which helps them through their customers experience management. So there are a lot of things right now which are available online, socially, or in the form of software that each company has started upgrading and updating in their own way, which will help them to retain the customers. And with the strategies, along with the people and machines, it helps them further. It gives them a better scope of dealing with customer retention with their customers. So, friends, these were some tactics or techniques for maintaining and improving your customer retention. And certain softwares also, since we are all available and known to, we can, if you really want to research, you can actually go to Google and you can research for customer retention softwares, and you might get the entire thing on, it might just come on the screen, which will also help you to understand what exactly you need to adapt. So some of advices or tips from my end to improve your customer retention. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please stay tuned to eKida and keep subscribing to our channel. Thank you.